Hi foodies, welcome back. Today I'll show you how I made this delicious ogbono soup recipe. So if you want to see how I made this, keep watching and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. If you already subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing and let's start cooking. I'm going to start by making the soup base. Here I have beef and I'm going to season this with onion, beef stock seasoning cube and salt. You can also use goat meat for this recipe or a mix of goat meat and beef. I'm going to add a little bit of water. I'll give this a good mix and allow it to steam on very low heat for about 8 to 10 minutes. In a separate pot, I'm going to cook the Kpomo or cow skin and Shaki. I'm going to season this with the same seasoning as the beef, which is onion, a little bit of seasoning, beef seasoning cube, as well as salt. Add enough water to cook this through, and I'm going to cook this for about 40 minutes until it's soft. While that's cooking, I'll check on the beef and I'm going to add more water to this and cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes until the beef is tender. I'll set this aside and proceed to prepare the other ingredients. Here I have smoked fish. I'll cover this in hot water and I'll allow it to sit for about 1 to 2 minutes until slightly soft. After about 2 minutes, I'm going to take this off so it doesn't start breaking apart, and I'm going to debone this, making sure I get as much fish as I can. I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to prepare the other ingredients. Now the kpomo is soft, I'm going to cut some of it into smaller pieces. Ogbono soup is one of the easiest and fastest Nigerian soups to make, so it's always advisable to prepare your ingredients beforehand. After preparing all the ingredients, I'm going to start now with the soup. In a deep pot, I'm going to add the cooked beef and stock, the cooked kpomo and shaki, as well as the smoked fish. The smoked fish is going to add a nice smoky flavor to the soup. I'm also going to add red and yellow scotch bonnet peppers. Just add as much as you can tolerate. I'm also going to add iru, which is fermented locust beans. This is going to give the soup a nice depth of flavor. If you don't like saying this, you can always blend it. Add in the additional ingredients and I'm going to give this a good mix. I'm also going to add in some dried pepper because I like my soups extra spicy. Of course, this is optional. I'll add in enough water to cover the meat and I'm going to give this another mix. Cover it and allow to cook on very low heat for about 5 to 8 minutes. While this is cooking, I'm going to prepare the ogbono. I already blended the ogbono seeds. This is what it looks like. Blend this with a dry blender until completely smooth. After blending, I'm going to heat up red oil or palm oil in a small pot. Transfer the blended ogbono seed into a bowl, add in the hot oil and mix this until the ogbono is completely dissolved. I'll check on the soup base at this point. Make sure it's perfectly well seasoned and do not be tempted to add too much salt, as this is one soup that gets salty on time. I've gone ahead to add the mixture and I'm going to give this a good mix until it starts to draw. One of the most frequent questions I do get asked about this dish is why does my soup taste soapy and how can I prevent that? This mostly happens when the ogbono seeds you're using are stale or moldy or has been on the shelf for too long. The quality of the seeds also plays a huge role. I usually get mine from Benin City, Edo State. So if you have anyone there, you can ask them to buy for you. You can always ship it to whichever country you are. As long as it's blended, it should ship. Also, when you get your fresh ogbono seeds, it's always best to store it in the freezer. It's going to last the longest as opposed to storing it in the pantry. I've gone ahead to add crayfish to the soup, and I'm just gonna give this a good mix and allow it to cook for about 5 minutes. I'm also going to add a little water to loosen it a bit. Give this a good mix and I'm going to allow this cook for about 5 minutes, and please do not be tempted to add salt or any seasoning at this time. After about 5 minutes, I'm going to add some finely chopped uziza leaf. If you don't want to add any vegetable, that's perfectly okay. But if you want to add vegetable, I strongly advise you use uziza leaf, either fresh or dry. It's going to give the soup a very amazing flavor. I'll mix this in and I'll allow to cook for an additional 5 minutes, and afterwards the soup will be ready. I'm going to be serving this with eba. Let me know in the comment section what you love to pair this soup with. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye foodies!